In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a comprehensive para tracker using Notion. Whether you're looking to manage your personal tasks and projects or track your business's trajectory, this Notion template will help you stay organized and gain valuable insights. If you want to learn more about the para method, go ahead and check out Tiago Forte's book, The Para Method. Watch till the end where we will create awesome templates to boost your productivity. To get started, let's create a new page in our Notion dashboard. Then create a new page where all our databases will be. Create a new areas database. Delete unnecessary properties and create a checkbox so you can archive different areas. Then create a new template so that every new page will have the same icon. And don't forget to set it as default. You can add a couple of different areas. Now we will create a project's database. You can delete unnecessary properties and create a checkbox so you can archive different projects. We'll add a status property and a review frequency property to see how often we want to check that project again. Add a last reviewed date property and add a formula to see when the next review is due. You can pause the video here and check it out. Add another formula, which you will see how it works in a bit. You can pause the video here, then add another formula, which will return a checked checkbox if the project needs review. Now add some sample data to see if our formulas work. And now you can see that if I haven't checked my project in 5 days, I will get the checked checkbox, reminding me to look at it. Now we will add another database called resources. Delete unnecessary properties and create a checkbox so you can archive different resources. Add a status property and a type property where we will input different options. And then you can change the color of each label if you want. I prefer mine to all be gray. And lastly, add an URL property for the relevant website. Now create a tasks database and add a done checkbox. Create a new template so that all tasks will have the same emoji and don't forget to set it as default. Create a template for the resources database and you can rearrange the properties in the order in which you want to view them for all the pages. And don't forget to set it as default. Then create a template for the project's database. Add an emoji and set it as default. Now add some pages to see that the formulas and properties work. We will start with the areas database. Create a new relation to projects and choose the project each area related to. Then add a new relation to resources. Then go back to the projects where we can see the newly added relation to areas. Then go to resources. Here we also see the new relation. Now let's delete the existing pages and add new ones with a template. Then go to the tasks database and add new ones. Then create a new relation to projects. Link your tasks to the relevant project. And when you go back to projects, you can see the newly added relation. Let's start with areas. Click on the plus button to add a new view. Choose the card size and card preview. I will name it active because I only want to see the areas that have not been archived. Then go to properties and select the properties you want to see on the card. You can also add a cover for each area. Then go to Projects, click on the plus to add a new view. Select Gallery View and choose the card size and card preview. I will name it Active because I only want to see the projects that have not been archived. Then go to Properties and select the ones that you want to see in this view. You can open a page, and if you haven't checked this project in more days than the review frequency, then the Review Due checkbox will be checked. Now we'll go to Resources and create an inbox view, and we will filter by when the status is not started or it is empty, and the Archive checkbox is not checked. Then we will create a new list view where we will group resources by area. Go to Properties and select the ones you want to see, such as the type and status. You can go and add new pages now, and we will see how the new area gets updated. Now let's add a new Tasks inbox view where we will filter by uncompleted tasks and the ones that have no related project. Then check this view by adding a new task and related project. Once you do this, it will disappear from the inbox view. Then add a new calendar view called This Week, where we can see what we need to get done this week. And add a filter for tasks not completed that have a related project. Once you added date to tasks, you will see them show up in the calendar view. Now go to Properties and choose which ones you want to see. Go back to the main page and add an emoji to the database page and make it a full page. Now let's start creating our dashboard. I like having boxes to clearly see the different areas on my dashboard. So create a callout for tasks and add a divider beneath. Then create a toggle under which we will add our database. First our inbox view and then this week view. Close the toggle and do the same for our projects by adding a callout and a toggle for our database. Here let's add our active projects. Then do the same for areas and add the active areas view. And again for resources. Here we will add our inbox view and the by area view. And lastly, we add our archive. Start by adding our areas and filter the view by archive is checked. And we want to see it as a list. And I want to see the archive property. Hide the database title and rename this view. Then add the project view, where we also filter by archive is checked. And change the view to a list. And I want to see the area and archive checkbox. Then do the same for resources. Filter by the archive checkbox. Change view to list. And I want to see the type, area, and archive. Lastly, the tasks view, where we filter by done and also change the view to a list. And we want to see the project and done checkbox, in case we want to unarchive it. We can go and add a new resources by adding a type and related area to check if it works. Now let's add some buttons to add pages faster. Create a new button for adding a new task. Select Add Page To, and then select the Tasks database. Then add the next step to open up the new page added. Now do the same for projects, resources, and areas. We can add a new toggle named Systems, where we move our database page so that we don't open it by accident. Now let's check if our buttons work. Let's add a new task with a date and related project. If we go to tasks, it won't be in the inbox because it has a date and project, so we will see it in the calendar view. Then add a new project and select the review frequency, last reviewed date and status, and open up projects to see it. We can add a new board view where we see the projects by their status. Then add a new resource and fill in the necessary data. Then see it pop up in the database. Go to the Areas template and select Edit. Add a heading. Then we will add the projects database so that we see the related projects to any newly created area. We will add another filter to only show the projects related to this area. Then add another heading for resources. Add the linked resource database. Change the view to list and add a filter to show the unarchived resources and those linked to this area. Then go to the projects and edit the template we created. Add a heading for tasks. Add the linked database. Then filter by tasks that are not completed and related to this project. Now you can open up a new project page. Click on the template and you will get the linked tasks. You can start adding in more tasks. If you like this tutorial, follow for more like this.